today's video blog about teams. I love that acronym, TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more. Gets everybody excited. In this day and age, there's so much of an emphasis on working in teams and the importance of working in teams. I thought it really important to maybe challenge that statement a little bit with today's blog post. Let's take a basketball team. Now let's say that there's 10 players on a team, and each player contributes 1 unit of production towards the team. So individually, if I'm on that team, I produce 1 unit of performance. Let's use that word, 1 unit of performance. If that statement, together everyone achieves more, is true, when we're working together, my group and my team is working together, we should achieve more than I am able to by myself. So I think it's also safe to say that if we get 10 of us together, we're going to achieve more than my 1 unit of performance. In a lot of cases, you'll see groups work together, and instead of that 1 unit of performance, they'll produce maybe 8, 9, even 10 units of performance. And I think that's consistent with that idea that together everyone achieves more. Here's where I challenge that statement. First of all, if together we are achieving 8, 9, or 10 units of performance, understand that really what we are producing is the sum total, if there are 10 people on our team, the sum total and the aggregate of each individual person's effort. So really, in real terms, we are not actually producing more. We are just producing the same as we would individually, but we're adding it all together. So together, we are not achieving more. So it's important for people to have context on when they are working in a work group and when they're working in a team. A work group is when we aggregate, a work group can be characterized by a group of people that when we aggregate the sum total of their work, it adds up to the total of their individual efforts. A team, on the other hand, goes beyond that. A team's performance output would be greater than the sum total of the individual efforts of each person. So again, going back to my basketball team example, if there's 10 people and each person produces 1 unit of performance, the total outcome of the team would probably be in the area of 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It would definitely have to be greater than 10. And now we're showing that the real contribution and the real effective team has exponentially multiplied the individual performance of each person. Now we're getting a greater value than we would if we just had each person working individually and added up their individual performance. And that's the value of teams. That should be the true value of teams. So when you're reflecting on, geez, am I working in a work group or a team? This is one of the things that you can think about. There are some times where it makes more sense to not work in a team. There are some situations where decision making becomes very, very inefficient to work in a team. I was speaking with a colleague on the weekend, and he's working with it's a roller derby team, and he mentioned that they're having some challenges coming to consensus, and it's taking them hours and hours and hours to make decisions. And I shared with him this information on, team is not always the best situation. Sometimes it's best that you have a single leader or two leaders making a decision on behalf of the entire team or the entire group. Sometimes it's better that we work as a work group where it's the individual aggregate of our individual work that adds up to our performance. Each of us is working individually towards a personal goal. The organization adds that all up and that achieves the organization's goal. Sometimes that's a better working situation. Other times it's better to work collaboratively as a team, as a whole brain, where we work together, we make decisions together, and the outcome or the performance outcome is is beyond the aggregate of our individual efforts, but there's a multiplier attached to that performance, where our output now is exponentially better than it would be if we just worked individually, or we just worked individually in a group. I hope this spurs on some conversation and even some questions about, geez, should I be pushing my group to work as a team? Should I try to move my team to work as a group? Or should I just be making these decisions as a single leader? Love to get your comments, love to get your feedback on the content today and this discussion. Look forward to hearing from you.